NKTelco Sports welcomes you to high school basketball tournament action. This game brought to you by Minster Bank, Keyhole Pizza, 21st Century Kitchens, Elmwood Assisted Living, Schwieterman Pharmacy, New Knoxville Supply, Minster Dental Care, NKTelco, German Farmers Insurance, Wagner's IGA, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Fowler's TV, Wilson Health, Orthopedic Associates of Southwest Ohio, Buckeye Ford, First National Bank, Bud's Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. This is an NKTelco Sports production.
Hello and welcome to this girls sectional final between the New Bremen Cardinals and the LCC T-Birds. Along with Dave Helmstetter, I'm Dave Kanapke. Getting ready with the non-starters. As they do that, we'll talk about each team. For the Cardinals, Dave, 12-11 on the season, playing some pretty good basketball at the end of the season. They're coming off. They advanced here to win over Waynesfield Goshen, 50-48.
Yeah, New Bremen is, they started slow. They hung tough. They are starting to develop and come together as a team. They've won 4 or 5 of their last 6, full winners of their last 4 games. And, the pieces are starting to come together, and the Cardinals, I think this should be a great girls high school basketball game.
They're coached by Chris Burden in his 5th year. The Cardinals going for their 3rd straight winning season, their second sectional title in 3 years. Now for their opponents, the LCC T-Birds, Thunderbirds, also the same 12-11 record, and they had a big come-from-behind win on Tuesday night to advance over Ridgemont.
They were down by 14 points going into the last quarter against Ridgemont. Ridgemont 16-7 overall, very formidable opponent. And the big key to that 4th quarter was Madison Stolle. You're going to hear her name an awful lot tonight. We'll talk even more about her here in the keys to the game. But she helped her team almost single-handedly come back and win that game and put themselves into this sectional final game.
Our starters here, number 5, Macy Putoff, a 5'10 freshman for the Cardinals. Rosie Williams, number 40, a 5'11 freshman. Hannah Tankman, number 12, a 5'6 sophomore guard. Number 12 for the T-Birds, Josie Moeller, a 5'5 sophomore. Kayla Bergman, 5'10 sophomore for the Cardinals. Number 3, Emma Baumgartner, 5'2 senior for the Cardinals. Number 50, Jane Holman, a 5'9 junior. Number 13 for the T-Birds, Sam Koenig, 5'6 senior. Rounding out the Cardinal lineup, number 42, Amanda Brown, a 5'10 senior. 14, Madison Stolle averages close to 20 points a game for the 5'8 senior. T-Birds are coached by Katie Krieg in her 5th year. Dave, let's talk about our keys to the game, brought to you by Bud's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Salina, where the dealer makes a difference.
Taking a look at the keys to the game for the Cardinals, Coach Chris Burton. Number 1, Madison Stolle. Stolle is a premier player, averaging over 20 a game, going to the University of Findlay. Cardinals have got to contain her. Second, they also have to be able to rebound well against the T-Birds. That's an important factor in what Coach Burton feels about this game. And also, just as an added note, they have to attack the basket. They have to be aggressive. For the LCC T-Birds, they've got to be up-tempo, and they got to create some turnovers. Those are the two keys for the T-Birds. And as you said, Dave, as the tip is underway, these two teams have the same records at 12-11.
Looked pretty evenly matched on paper. Tankman shot off the mark, put off with a rebound. Couldn't get it to fall, but it will stay with the Cardinals. Both teams at 12-11. Bremen has won 4 in a row, 5 of the last 6 as they inbound it to Brown, and she is tied up. And the alternate possession will give it to the Thunderbirds. Thunderbirds 12 and 11. They've won 7 in a row. That sounds great, but before that they lost 5 in a row. Coming off a come-from-behind win over Ridgemont. There's Stolle with the basketball, their leading scorer. So working around the perimeter with man-to-man defense being played by the Cardinals. Right there is Koenig with the basketball. Looks like New Bremen has the height advantage of these two teams. Koenig works off the screen. On the wing to Stolle. They work it around to Moeller. Good defense being played. There's Stolle being tied up there. It's a good help defense by the Cardinals. Substitution quickly. Haley Koenig in the game, a 5'7" sophomore. And for Coach Katie Krieg for LCC as they will have some full court pressure. What we've heard, LCC likes to play up-tempo and they want to cause some turnovers, but no trouble there by the Cardinals breaking the pressure. Holman with the basketball. Down to Bergman, double team. Kicks it out, put off with the jumper. Macy put off, we made second team All-MAC. Draws first blood here for the Cardinals.
Stolle had 16 of her team's 25 points in that come-from-behind win against Ridgemont earlier in the tournament.
She gives up the basketball to Baumgartner. In and out. Put off with the rebound. Freshman surveys the field to Tankman. Tries to hand it off. Now gets it to Homan. Drive by Jane Homan, hands it to Bergman. Off glass, in.
Nice play, aggressive play, like what Coach Burden said. Get that ball down low, and Bergman, who's been playing some great basketball for the Cardinals, hits the bucket.
Stolle working off a screen. They lob it to Moeller. Shot off the mark, gets her own rebound and draws the foul. So Josie Moeller, a 5'5" sophomore, will shoot 2 free throws. It's the first the foul against number 50, Jane Homan of New Bremen. It's this one. The winner of this game will play Minster, who won handily over Hardin Northern in the first game here at Wapakoneta on Thursday night in the second game. Homan through the lane, again down to Bergman. She'll draw a reach-in foul before the shot. So Homan and Bergman working the offense for the Cardinals. 4-2 on our First National Bank scoreboard.
Madison Stolle picks up her first foul there. And once again, as you see on this possession, Cardinals going down low.
Brown, turnaround, too strong. Tankman with the rebound and in. Hannah Tankman with a big offensive rebound for the Cardinals. Working around the perimeter. A nice pass there by Haley Koenig and in. Six to 4. Favor the Cardinals. Early going here along with Dave Helmstetter. I'm Dave Kanapke. Glad you're joining us here on NKTelco Sports. Turnaround, Bergman, roll, hits back iron. Strong rebound by Williams. Moeller around to Stolle. She'll do a long three. Amanda Brown with the board. Put off, drive off glass, too strong. Williams with another rebound. Koenig gives it to Stolle. And crossover. Three ball by Koenig. It's well short, and Brown with another rebound. Pushing the tempo ahead. Pull-up jumper, Homan, that's way too strong, and there's a foul underneath the basket against the Cardinals.
Foul will go against Hannah Tankman. Cardinals second here in the opening minutes of the first quarter.
A couple substitutions, 14 Abby Tiemann and also 32 Kelly Naylor in the game for Coach Burden. So they apply some full court pressure, but the T-Birds have no trouble. And we have an offensive foul there on Stolle, and that will be her second.
So, as we have seen before, 2 fouls already here, and that's going to bring a substitute off the LCC bench. And Stolle yet to score, and she's going to go out of the game with 3:55 to go. Simply with those 2 quick fouls, you can't wait till the third one, that's for sure.
Or at least she'll wait on the bench for a little bit. She might come back before half, but we're just barely halfway through this first quarter. Leading scorer for LCC on the bench with 2 fouls. Down to Bergman on the block. They work it around, step back 3, put off, hits.
Macy put off, boy, that's just an outstanding shot. Put off leads the Cardinals to 7.1 points per game.
3 ball, and by Josie Moeller, number 12. Good answer for the T-Birds. They cut the lead to 2. Put off with an opening. Kicks it out to Smith. They go to Homan. Homan trying to find space. Put off. Will try another 3. Smith tried to get the rebound, but it goes to the T-Birds. Koenig tries to drive. Moeller on the wing. So far it's been a patient half-court offense for LCC.
A lot of communication there between Coach Krieg and her players.
Koenig's shot is off the mark. Put off ahead to Homan. Finds an opening, pull up, blocked by Williams. Bergman fighting for the rebound, comes up with it. Smith almost traveled, we'll give it to Naylor. They go down to Bergman. Now Homan will try the 3. Too strong, put off, chases it down. Again to Bergman, this time off a foot. Ball on the floor, it'll be a jump ball. It will go over to LCC, and looks like a lot of the offensive strategy, Dave, for the Cardinals is get it into Bergman underneath, and they've been successful getting it to her.
Yeah, Bergman had a nice game against Waynesfield, and, you know, that's especially with Stolle out, it looks to me like the play down to Bergman is where the Cardinals want to go.
And Stolle back into the game here. Yep. You see her on the left wing as New Bremen drops back. Sitting to a zone, it might be a box and 1. As Stolle off the screen, can't hit it. All goes off of LCC, will go to the Cardinals. And the Tankman returns in to give Putoff a break. Full court pressure for LCC, and Bremen hasn't really had any trouble with that. Is teaming across the timeline. Naylor down to Brown on the block. Turnaround, rolls off. Battle for the rebound goes to LCC. Moeller, Stolle, still scoreless. There's a big rebound by Rosie Williams. She's fouled before the shot.
Well, Stolle's had a tough first quarter. Picked up 2 fouls. She's 0 for 3 from the field. Missed 2 3-point opportunities, and she hasn't been able to get untracked yet.
Cardinals playing some good half-court defense. That foul was a 42, Amanda Brown, her first. Another tussle, and this time the all-in possession will go to the Cardinals. Putoff will check back in. Arling leaving. Abby Tiemann inbounding it. A little bit of trouble here. Finally gets it to Naylor. Tiemann across the timeline, pushing the tempo a little bit. Naylor scores 7.5 points off the bench. Putoff tries to drive. Under a minute to go here, first quarter. Cardinals on top, 9-7. Nice drive by Tanklin. She's fouled. Good crossover dribble there by Hannah Tankman, and Hannah will shoot two.
Saw the opening, took it to the hoop, and she'll go to the line and shoot two. That's Williams' first foul, and the team's third here in the quarter.
Tankman with the first one off the mark. She averages over 6 points a game for the 5'6" sophomore.
56% free throw shooter, 32 out of 55 coming into tonight's game.
Strong on the second one, and out of frustration, commits the foul. Tankman leaves in favor of Homan. Been stuck on 9-7 for a while here. Now with 43 seconds. Baumgartner walking it up across the timeline. Stoller looks back to Coach Krieg. See what the strategy is with now 30 seconds, and looks like LCC will be content to go for the last shot. Putoff picking up Stolle, and they'll call an illegal screen on Williams. That's her second.
So two of the starters for LCC picked up 2 fouls here in the first quarter.
These two are the leading scorers against Ridgemont. Stoller with 25, Williams with 14. There's a long pass ahead to Naylor. Kelly, turnaround. Can't get it to fall. Rebound by Koenig. Down to 12 seconds. They have it in Stolle's hands. Let's see what she does. Down to 7 seconds, swatted away by Putoff. Stolle gets it back. Down to 2 seconds, and we will have a foul against the Cardinals. It'll be 1.6 seconds left. LCC with the chance here for a shot. Long three off the mark. 1 quarter in the books. Here at this sectional at the Tub and Bath High School. Cardinals lead T-Birds 9-7. We'll be right back.
You owe it to yourself twice a year a checkup at Minster Dental Care. Our specialized doctors, Jim Overman, Jim Myring, Sean Sharp, and Philip Slunkowski, are ready to give you the smile you've always dreamed of at any stage of your life. Pediatric, orthodontic, restorative, and cosmetic dentistry are just a few of the services offered. Our latest advancements include CEREC dentistry that allows us to create and deliver a crown in one convenient visit. We're located on State Route 66 in Minster, 419-628-3380 to schedule your appointment today. You owe it to yourself.
As a father of 2 teenage daughters and husband to a lovely wife, thanks, hun, it is important for me to look out for myself and my family. Fiber is one of the most important things in my day. Fiber keeps me healthy, sane, and stress-free. NKTelco Fiber, fast and reliable, keeping our household sane by keeping their devices connected.
NKTelco, providing services that bring value to your everyday life.
On our first national scoreboard after one, New Bremen leads 9-7. Dave, neither team was able to shoot real well.
No, LCC only 2 out of 10 from the field. New Bremen a little bit better at 4 out of 14. 3 points combined. The two teams were 2 out of 8. LCC only 1 out of 5 from 3-point range, and the Cardinals 1 out of 3. Board battle was even at 8 each. Turnovers, both teams had a couple of turnovers. So 9-7. Stats reflect a very tight ball game, and that's what we've got.
Other story for LCC, Stolle and Williams with 2 fouls. Stolle still yet to score. Her drive Strong off the board. Put off to Bergman. Kicks it out back to Bergman. Draws the foul. Cardinals have been very effective getting it down to Bergman. Hasn't resulted in a lot of points, but this time a foul. That was on 12, Josie Moeller. 15 foul on LCC. Tiemann and Naylor thought about a three. Put off, pull up. Rebound, Holman. Jane Holman with the offensive board in the stick back. The Cardinals finally get off the 9 spot. Looking around the perimeter. Baumgartner gives it up to Koenig. There's a contact underneath as Stolle goes hard to the floor, and LCC fans aren't real happy with that. They call a foul on New Bremen. It's like the second foul on Macy Putoff as she will leave. She's been guarding Stolle, so we'll see how that matches up.
That's a great point. Macy Putoff's done a nice job on Stolle, and that's her second, so she'll go out, like you said.
Baumgartner, now Molly Smith in the game for the Cardinals. She has the assignment on Stolle, and Stolle trying to match up, or post up, I should say, Smith, and draws a foul on Smith. And that's be the 7th team foul, so Madison Stolle will go to the line to shoot the 1-and-1. Smith getting some instructions from assistant coach Leanne Top. Stolle looking for her first point of the night, and she hits it. On her way to play at University of Findlay next year. Senior was honorable mention last year at State. Hits a pair. Full court pressure by LCC. Naylor breaks it. Kicks it back to Tiemann around the perimeter. Holman will drive. Shot partially blocked. Koenig comes up with the rebound. Moeller across the timeline now to Stolle. Stolle's only scored 2 points, but a lot of the offense goes through her. Now Holman will be guarding Stolle. Stolle, 3, too strong. She battles for the rebound, but it goes out of bounds. And will go to the Cardinals.
That was a shot well beyond the arc, and I'm not sure if that was a well-advised shot or not.
Holman pushes it ahead to Smith. 5:48 to go, second quarter. Cardinals with now a 5-point lead on the 3 by Kelly Naylor.
Of course, that was well beyond the arc as well.
It's advised, though, if you make it.
Yeah, that's fine. That's right.
And that goes out of bounds to the Cardinals. Is one of those shots where the coach says, no, yes.
No, that's exactly right.
Naylor, a pretty good three-point shooter for the Cardinals, and had a big basket and opened up the lead a little bit. A 5-point lead seems big in this game. Tiemann all the way to the hoop, followed by Bergman. Timeout LCC. Full timeout. Cardinals have stretched the lead to 7. We'll be right back.
When I took over this farm from my dad, I knew our future success required making major changes in our operations. That meant adding acreage, more and bigger equipment, investing in powerful technology, hiring employees. We even started a seed business. Fortunately, working together with Grinnell Mutual and my local farm mutual, my agent was able to cover everything. I call that progress.
Off the LCC timeout, Cardinals with a little bit of spurt here. They now lead by 7, 16-9.
Cardinals doing a nice job on defense. They've, Stolle's pretty much been shut down, and shots like that certainly aren't going to hurt you.
Shot by Moeller. Work around the perimeter. There's Naylor with another long three. Kaylee Naylor.
She called it, so it's good.
That hit nothing but the bottom of the net.
Oh, baby.
Three by Stolle. She can't match it. L.A. Naylor, boy, when you hit those three, it really stretches it out. Now a 10-point lead.
Well, Stolle is 0 for 5 from three-point range.
You can see her being a little bit more frustrated with every shot.
0 for 7 overall.
She had the 2 free throws. Naylor gives it up to Tankman. Bergman loses it out of bounds, or I should say it was knocked out of bounds. You have number 10, Jocelyn Morrissey, I believe her first action for LCC. Cardinals up by 10 on our First National Bank Think First scoreboard.
Cardinals 4 out of 7 in shooting here in the second quarter.
Tankman rolls in. Hannah Tankman with a running basket. LCC only 2 points this quarter. Now Stolle is fouled by Homan. And Stolle will go line to shoot 2.
Second personal for Holman, and she'll go out as Abby Tiemann will come in for the Cardinals.
So Stolle hasn't made any field goals, but she's put 4 fouls on New Bremen players as put off, and now Holman on the bench with 2 fouls apiece, and she's now 3 of 3 from the foul line. .58 senior with a pair of free throws.
She was 11 out of 13 in that win against Ridgemont in the fourth quarter alone.
They were down by 13 here, so New Bremen cannot relax as Putoff will come back with those 2 fouls. Also number 30, Brianna Arling, a 5'7" senior in the game for the Cardinals with a 10-point lead. Exactly halfway through this second quarter. His sectional final, winner to play Minster on Thursday night at Wapakoneta. We'll have that on NKTelco Sports. Bergman underneath again, too strong. Williams with a rebound. She's playing with 2 fouls. Stolle's playing with 2 fouls. Stolle will drive, trying to follow her shot. Rebound to Morrissey. Second chance for LCC. Williams really trying to battle underneath the post up. They lob it down to her. Not a very good pass, and we will have a jump ball, and it will go to the Cardinals. 42, Amanda Brown checks back in.
One thing the Cardinals do have, they have nice size inside, and Coach Burden's able to rotate some players in and out. It always seems to have some fresh people inside, and I think that's really a big advantage here so far for the Cardinals.
Cardinals have played 9 players so far. Coach Burden with a very young team. Had a nice year. Getting better as the season goes on as Harling shot off the mark, and there's a pass a little too long for LCC. Cardinals at one time were 1-4 to start this season. They were 18-6 last year, lost a lot of seniors and good players off that team and have regrouped. And we have a foul up top. On LCC on number 10, Morrissey. Brown will try the 3, short. Battles for the rebound to keep it alive. Alternate possession, it'll go to LCC, but Brown kept it alive. LCC has won 7 in a row. And now New Bremen has switched to a zone. It looks like a 1-3-1, Dave.
Yeah, 1-3-1 is what the Cardinals are in.
Stolle open. And there'll be a over the back foul against LCC. That'll be the 7th team foul, so looks like Kelly Naylor will go to the line to shoot a pair of free throws.
It's a second personal on Jocelyn Morrissey for LCC.
So Naylor hit 2 big threes about halfway through this second quarter to break open the lead, now with a 1-and-1. Rolls off. Rebound to the T-Birds. Baumgartner. Koenig gives it up against his zone. Koenig 3 off the mark. Garling with the board. Coming up on 2 minutes to go before halftime, and we'll total up our numbers, give you our halftime stats. Brown drops it, hangs with it. Can't get it to fall, gets the rebound and uses some English to roll it in. Nice job by the senior Amanda Brown. Stretch the lead back to 12. Baumgartner from the corner. Arling with the rebound. Naylor, long 2, drains it.
3 out of 4 from the field and a couple of threes. 8 points for Naylor.
His zone, it seems like it's frustrated LCC as well. Stolle to Williams. Drive in. Nice move by Rosie Williams. 5'11" freshman.
Got the ball inside. Stolle, nice pass. Best way to combat a 1-3-1 zone.
Brown gives it up to Smith. Now Abby Tiemann. Arling, under a minute to go, 50 seconds. Brown, rebound to the Cardinals. As Tiemann had the rebound, couldn't get it to fall, and New Bremen fouls on the rebound, so we'll go the other end to shoot a 1-and-1. So Amanda Brown with 2 fouls. There's a lot of players with 2 fouls both ways. As we have Caleb Bergman checks back in.
7 players if you're counting, Dave.
If you're
in
counting.
This game we've got 2 fouls.
I guess we're counting then, huh?
We're counting. 4 for New Bremen, 3 for LCC.
Rosie Williams, too strong. There's Abby Tiemann with the board. 37 seconds left. Coach Burden saying spread it out, not necessarily the last shot. Shot by Abby Tiemann and short, but Abby will go to the line to shoot a pair of free throws. It was 9-7 after the first quarter. Now it's at 12 points. Matches the largest lead of the night. For New Bremen is Tiemann off the mark on the first one. 5'6" sophomore. Done a nice job off the bench here this evening. Hits the second. Now this biggest lead of the night is 13. So Cardinals have doubled up the T-Birds. Stolle walks it up. Cardinals staying to 1-3-1. Stolle with the basketball. We're at 10 seconds. Stolle trying to find an opening, can't find one. We're down to 5 seconds. Stolle will drive. Shot off the mark. Good first half of basketball for the New Bremen Cardinals. In this sectional final, they lead LCC 26-13 on our First National Bank scoreboard. We'll come back with a halftime stats when we return here on NKTelco Sports.
Wegner's IGA have been servicing their communities for more than 90 years, spanning 3 generations. Wegner's founded their business on 2 basic principles: excellent customer service and quality products. Visit all our locations and experience the finest selection of deli, fresh meats, and a variety of beverage choices. While there, don't forget to check out our vast selection of fresh coffee beans, produce, dairy, and bakery items. Visit Wegner's today in Minster, Fort Laramie, and New Bremen.
Kogi Plumbing and Heating is your Bryant Factory authorized dealer. We have brought the best of comfort, control, and plumbing services to the St. Mary's area for over 60 years. We have been Reader's Choice winners for the last 4 years running and excel at providing our customers with efficient and reliable heating and air conditioning, as well as responsive service when a plumbing emergency arises. We insist that the products we install in our customers' homes and businesses offer the same performance and value that we expect ourselves. Call today for your next plumbing and heating or air conditioning needs. Bryant, whatever it takes.
Take your game day party to the next level with a new TV and Sonos sound system from Fowler's TV in St. Mary's. A Sonos sound system takes all the action into every room of your home and outdoors. Break your home into zones and control the content and level right from your phone or tablet, enabling you to enjoy the game, or not, with the touch of a finger. Add a security camera system connected to your TV from Fowler's, and never leave another friend stuck outside in the cold. Fowler's TV, taking game day to the next level.
We're at halftime, and the Cardinals with a 26-13 lead over LCC with the first half numbers. Mr. Dave Helmstetter.
Taking a look at the shooting percentages, it also tells the tale of two halves, or at least the first half. LCC 3 out of 21 for only 14%. Cardinals much better at 11 out of 29 for 38%. Three-point range, New Bremen 3 out of 6 for 50%. And T-Birds fired up 12 threes and only hit on one. That's 8%. At the free throw line, they were 4 out of 5 for 80%. Cardinals only 1 out of 5 at the line. If there was a shortcoming for them in the first half, they could have really had some distance in this 26-13 halftime lead. On the boards, Cardinals won the battle 18-15. Turnovers, I did not have the Cardinals for a turnover in the second quarter. They've only had 2 in the first half. LCC has 4, so that really tells you how well the Cardinals played in that first half.
They outscored LCC 17-6 in the second quarter, as they will have the ball to lead off. They have 4 starters with 2 fouls. Backdoor cut, put off. Assist Brown.
Got 7 points on the night. Macy put off a great game on defense and add 7 more points to that from the offensive side. And very good play from her.
Put off having the assignment of guarding Stolle. Stolle with only 4 points, all from the foul line. Pass down to Williams. She loses it, gets it back. Back to Stolle. Stolle had 4 foul shots, struggling from the field. Credit the defensive put off, and then later Homan with holding down Stolle. Baumgartner almost traveled. Good solid defense all game so far. And there is a 3 by Sam Koenig for LCC. Put off, kicks it out to Tankman. Step back 3, draws iron. Rebound by Stolle in the open court. And they call a blocking foul. And it looks like Tankman went down hard trying to draw the charge. You know, it's easy on the outside. The fans, it's like, take a charge. And that's never usually a pleasant experience, even if you get the call. And
Madison Stolle was 0 for 10 in the first half, and with that basket, ends that streak. And now we'll go to the line. She's got 6 points so far here tonight.
Completes the three-point play as Tankman left in favor of Naylor. Lead down to 9. It's been double digits for the while. Largest was 13. Drive Homan.
Oh,
and nice move. She just goes around and past Stolle on a left-handed drive. Stolle gives it up. Koenig Made a three earlier, can't hit it here. .6:02 to go, third quarter on our First National Bank scoreboard. Cardinals lead by 11.
Going to become a full court game here as LCC applies the pressure.
Naylor finds Brown, 17-footer, knocks it down.
Second bucket of the night for Amanda, 4 points overall.
Lead back to 13. It was 9 not that long ago. Stolle off the screen, put off, works around that screen. Trying to lob it down low. Down to Williams, rolls off. Gets her own rebound, and that time in.
Williams hung with that shot. There was nice ball movement there by LCC, and it pays off as she's very persistent with that offensive rebound.
Holman again working on Stolle. Has the height advantage, hands it off to Bergman, and it's knocked away. Ball on the floor. Jump ball will give it to LCC. Haley Koenig in the game, number 4 for the Lady Thunderbirds. They've won 7 in a row. They're 12-11. Their 7 wins at the end were over Salina, Delphus Jefferson, Shawnee by 1, Ada, Lincoln View, Van Wert, and then Ridgemont in the sectional opener. They had lost 5 before that. An independent team do not play in a league anymore. They used to be in the Northwest Conference a few years back. And now they're just working around the perimeter. As they try to pass it to Williams, and that will go out of bounds. Cardinals have won 4 in a row. Their wins have been over Spencerville Parkway at the Vatican at St. John's, and then the 2-point win over Waynesfield Goshen. And they were 1-4 at one time. Turned it around and playing some good basketball, and there's a turnaround by Bergman, too strong. Reach-in foul on the Cardinals. Check the number.
I think that's going to go against Kelly Naylor. Nope, it's going to go against Amanda Brown. That's her third.
So 14, number 14, Abby Tiemann in. For the Cardinals as Moeller walks it up. Haley Koenig to Moeller. Work through the offense again. Under 4 minutes, under past halfway mark here in the third quarter. Koenig kicks it out. Back to Baumgartner, now to Stolle. There's put off. Stolle can't drive, gives it up. Jumper off the mark by Koenig. Home with the board. She'll go herself. She keeps driving. Shot up. Jane Homo will go to the line to shoot 2. Holman, it'll be before Holman shoots it, there'll be a timeout by LCC, a 30-second timeout. Gives us our opportunity to thank our sponsors for making this tournament telecast possible. Wilson Health, Orthopedic Association of Southwest Ohio, 21st Century Kitchens, Elmwood Assisted Living, Schwieterman Pharmacies, New Knoxville Supply, Keyhole Pizza, Minster Bank, Minster Dental, NKTelco, German Farmers Insurance, Wagner's IGA, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Fowler's TV. Have a player of the game we'll name at the end of the telecast for New Bremen, sponsored by Speedway Lanes. And with 3:29 to go in the third quarter on our First National Bank scoreboard, the Cardinals lead by 11. Dave, the Cardinals have pretty well picked up where they left off in the first half. Good, solid defense, and they've had some good looks on offense.
Yeah, they they just playing a good game. 6-7 different players have scored for them. If they can hit a few free throws here, it's really the only thing missing from their game here tonight that would have, Coach Burton a little concerned about, because if they hit their free throws, and it's not that they're terrible at the line, but they would be they'd have this thing well under control.
Holman hits 1 of 2. LCC came back from 13 in the fourth quarter, so they not able to do a knockout blow just yet. Stolle tries to drive, gets a lot of attention, will have to give it up. Work it around the perimeter, down to Williams. Off glass, rolls off. Battle for the board. Koenig comes up with it. Stolle down to Williams, and a nice steal by Bergman. Put off. That time it was stolen by Stolle. She'll take it to the hole and travels.
One thing about New Bremen tonight, they're very aggressive. When, Coach Burton really emphasized he wanted them to attack the ball, and they are doing that. They are playing very aggressively, and they know exactly where Madison Stolle is at all times on that court. And it is showing this is a tremendous defensive effort against a very, very good player.
Not a player like this, and as Naylor loses it out of bounds. When you go to Finley, maybe Stolle's not having a good night tonight, but she's going to Finley for a reason. She's at that level of player, and they've held her to 7, most of them from the foul line.
She is LCC's, she enters the season as LCC's all-time leading scorer, and twice as an honorable mention All-State. So,
wow. Right now they seem like they go Stolle. Also Williams has had it. Step back from Stolle, in and out. LCC comes up with an offensive rebound. Koenig gives it out to Baumgartner. Down to Koenig. Nice entry pass. Down to Rosie Williams. They've had that working more and more here in the third quarter.
Yeah, and that's what they're trying to do. I think you have to have something to counter what Stolle is, the 20 points she gets. Cardinals are focusing on her. I mean, everybody knows where she's out on the floor, as I said, and there's at least 2 people on her. And when they were running the 1-3-1 zone defense, it worked very well against her, and they're just doing a great job.
Macy put off. The foul was on her. That's her 3rd foul as she leaves. So have Molly Smith back in the game, as well as Jane Holman. As Bergman gathers in the rebound as Naylor walks it across the timeline. Cardinals with a 12-point lead. Underneath the Bergman, over Williams in. Nice shot, nice post move there by Kayla Bergman. LCC working it to Williams. And she will draw the foul. 5'11" freshman Rosie Williams on the line here to shoot 2.
Say Williams, like you said, Dave, only a freshman. And, at the line, she's 0 for 3 shooting the free throws and needs to convert here as they continue to get the basketball to her. And she gets fouled, so T-Bird's not getting any points. And a 14-point difference, too.
Misses both of them. A 14-point lead, I believe the biggest of the night for the Cardinals. Down Bergman. Rolls off the rim. Stolle trying to push the tempo. Try to find an opening. Draws contact and a blocking foul on the Cardinals. And I always say that good players can get to the foul line. A lot of it is they make something happen. They're maybe a little quicker than the defenders, and
You know, we started this quarter, and Madison Stolle had that three-point play right after the three, and we kind of thought the momentum was going to shift a little bit, I think, and it hasn't. And this is really the first scoring opportunity for her since then.
Stolle makes 1 of 2. Handed off to Naylor. Minute to go, third quarter. It's a 13-point lead at half. It still is a 13-point lead for the Lady Cardinals. Off of Bergman's foot, Stolle taking it to the hole and 1.
Nice move in open court, left-handed shot, and draws the foul. Or at least I think she drew the foul. Yep.
Yeah, I think Naylor, the foul was on Naylor, and I think she thought that she drew the charge. But Stolle now in double figures. Coach Burden wants an explanation from the referee. I think he might have thought, too, it was also called a charge. Stolle a chance for the three-point play.
Stolle's got 10.
Williams with a rebound. Chance for LCC. Baumgartner 3. Rebound by Tiemann. Holman pushing the tempo. Stolle knocks it away from behind. .30 seconds, 31 seconds to go to be exact. Tiemann to Arling. Naylor's had some big baskets. Couple big threes in this game. Underneath, off of Smith's hands. Couple recent turnovers by New Bremen here. Now with 10 seconds, Stolle with the basketball. Guarded by Tiemann. 1-3-1, Ashley, pull up, off the mark. Rebound by Holman. She won't get a shot off. We go to the fourth quarter in this sectional final. New Bremen leads by 11 on our First National Bank scoreboard. You're watching girls tournament basketball on NKTelco Sports.
At Wilson Health, we're extending care beyond the walls of the hospital with resources designed to keep you in charge of your health.
Our independence and connection to the community are unique in a world where big healthcare strives to act like corporations.
Our tools may be the same, but we are different.
We're neighbors, friends, and family who truly care about the people who live here.
We call it caring without limits, and it's just the beginning of a whole new Wilson Health.
After 3 quarters, the Cardinals still leading by 11 points. Dave, they continue to play a solid game on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, the T-Birds came back a little bit in that quarter, and you know, they rebounded a little bit better. The numbers have shifted a little bit on the boards, but Cardinals still playing a fine game here overall. And they, throughout this whole game, they still only have 6 turnovers. So even though they had a little bit of a rocky third quarter with 4 turnovers, most teams will still even take that.
Trying to advance to the district for the second time in 3 years. Turnaround by Holman, gets her own rebound, rolls off the second chance. Tiemann comes up with it. Holman kicks it out. Tankman for the 3. That will go out of bounds and go to the T-Birds. LCC on Tuesday night was down. Check that on Wednesday night, was down by 13 to Ridgemont and came back. So you can't count them out yet. It's Cardinals in the 1-3-1. Stolle, jumper, hits it. I think that's their first just field goal that wasn't a layup.
Yep.
Pass stolen away by LCC. Timeout by LCC. NKTelco Sports and its sponsors are pleased to bring you replays of high school girls basketball on Channel 3 or in HD on Channel 503. Replays this game is Tuesday, February 28th at 8 p.m. Wednesday, March 1st of 2017. You can also watch the games on demand, this game and all the games this season on NKTelco.net. You can also see our replay schedule and our upcoming schedule. Next week we will be at the Walpock District. On Tuesday we will be at the Bremen boys game against Ada. We'll have Fort Laramie boys on Wednesday. We try to cover as many as we can. We'll have the Minster boys at Allen East on Friday night. Then we'll have that'll be on the schedule on www.nktelco.net. LCC at 9, I think that match is the closest they were in the third quarter. A chance to get it closer than they've had it in a long while.
This is a big possession for LCC if you're looking at pivotal points in a game.
Boy, Stolle lucky to get that ball back, and there is a turnover. Maybe a 3-second call? There wasn't a foul. It was on the far official. I didn't see.
I believe it might have been a 3-second call.
Because there was no foul, any motion. I didn't quite see it completely. It's about the only thing it could have been. As Dave mentioned accurately, that was a big possession, and the Cardinal defense won the better of that. Put off with a 3. That's the mark. Another offensive rebound by Holman. She'll drive to the hole and in. I like the tenacity of Jane Holman. She would not be denied a big basket. Unfortunately, she draws a foul there. So we'll have Sam Koenig, number 13, in the line for the Lady T-Birds.
It's Holman's third foul.
17 fouls. This is a 2-shot foul, but LCC in the 1-and-1 as Naylor will come in to replace Holman. I think your Cardinals are up to like 3 players with 3 fouls, which isn't serious by any means yet. Early fourth quarter. Koenig made the first.
You keep thinking in the back of your mind of that game against Ridgemont that LCC had earlier in the week, and you're wondering, is there another rally in store here?
You know, they did that rally on a lot of foul shots, especially by Stolle, and they're in the 1-and-1 now, so see what the Cardinals can do with a 9-point lead in the basketball. Tankman over to Tiemann. Down to Bergman. Drives to the basket, draws the foul. Kayla Bergman named to the honorable mention MAC. Here with a 5'10" sophomore with a pair of free throws. Gets the ball in the right rotation, sets her feet, hits. Averages just under 7 points a game and 5 rebounds.
Got 7 on the night.
Lead back to double digits. Spins the basketball. Rolls off. LCC back to Stolle. Or check that, that was Koenig. Back to Stolle. Underneath to Williams, tipped around. It will go to Cardinals.
Williams is a young player, a freshman, and at times it shows, I think. You know, they get the ball down low there and the zone collapses around her, and, you know, it's got to be a little bit frustrating for LCC because they're executing well to get the ball down low. But then, of course, on the flip side, you've got the Cardinals who've got some experience down low, and those girls are doing the job here this evening.
Cardinals will have no trouble with the pressure. A little mix up there, able to catch it when she didn't realize it was coming to her. And there's a illegal screen on put off. And she'll be the first Cardinal with 4 fouls.
Joins an elite group with 5:01 to go.
Molly Smith in the game. Williams leaves for LCC. She's played most of the game. Under 5, this sectional final to go to district. Cardinals have been in control the last couple quarters, but haven't delivered the knockout punch. Kading's 3 off the mark. There we go, the Cardinals as Brown checks back in. Coach Burton's played 9 girls and does a nice rotation. Nobody gets too tired. He's had nice bench play, maybe not always a lot of points off the bench, but playing the defense, and there'll be 4. That Coach Burton calls a timeout, full timeout. We'll step aside here on NKTelco Sports.
I happened to pivot wrong and hurt my knee. I ended up tearing my ACL. It hit me pretty hard because I love playing lacrosse. I met my surgeon and he made me feel confident about being able to get back into playing lacrosse. They always just took such good care of me, and they really were confident in what they were doing, which made me feel confident that I would be able to get back to playing lacrosse.
As the Lady Cardinals listen to their head coach, Chris Burton. 4:40 left to go for a trip to district, and they have a 10-point lead.
Yeah, you take a look at some of these numbers for LCC, 2 out of 17 from 3-point range, 12%. The Cardinals, on the other hand, you look at their numbers, they're 15 out of 36 from the field. They really played very well.
Steal by Stolle. Now the lead down to 8. Tipped away. Pass was just a little short to Homan, and Stolle stole it.
T-Birds applying the pressure.
This probably was the first turnover they've gotten off their pressure. This time Tiemann breaks it and stolen from behind by Stolle. Madison to the hole and in, lead down to 6. Stolle tips it out of bounds and momentum shift. Coach Burton has sensed it. He will call another full timeout on the First National Bank scoreboard. LCC now within 6. We'll be right back.
At 21st Century Kitchens, we know that every home has a style to go with it. From first-time homebuyers, to families with the pitter-patter of little feet, to teenagers taking over the kitchen, 21st Century has what you want, customizing the style, layout, and price point to fit your budget. Kitchens by Craftmade and quality cabinets, countertops by Wilson Art and Cambria, along with availability of granite, marble, and wood.
See what's in store behind the yellow door for your 21st Century Kitchen.
4:15 to go, and momentum definitely shifting in this game as LCC within 6.
Yeah, Stolle with 8 points here in the fourth quarter, here in the last couple minutes, really, and it's just turned it around.
This time they get it to Naylor. She just takes it across the timeline. Now they double team and foul her. That's only the 3rd team foul.
It's going to go against Jocelyn Morrissey. That should be her 3rd.
Right now, put off on the bench for the Cardinals with 4 fouls. Naylor running the point. Entry to Bergman, rolls in.
They know where to go when they need a basket. They go inside to Bergman or Allman or even Brown, and they get it.
Stolle in and out on the 3. Naylor able to draw the foul. She looked to be in a little bit of trouble there as she was leaning as she was dribbling, but gets the foul call. That's the 4th foul on Jocelyn Morrissey. Homan to Brown.
Stolle has missed 8 threes. She's 0 for 8 in this game from 3-point range, but she hit 4 consecutive baskets there in that minute, 90-second span there to get the T-Birds back into this one.
And after all her struggles, she still has 16 points. Pass Holman, very fortunate they didn't lose the ball there. Naylor drives all the way through to Holman. Cardinals a little bit out of their offense right now. Holman working against Stolle. 3.5 to go. Cardinals clinging onto an 8-point lead, and there is a Bergman knocked to the floor. Bergman, a pretty strong player. Fouls now up to 6. So one more, and we're in the 1-1 for New Bremen. Naylor. Cardinals having trouble inbounding half court in on after a basket. Teaming with the basketball. To Naylor.
Going to be under 3 minutes here.
And there'll be a foul as Team will go to the line. At some point, Coach Burden will put Putoff back into the lineup. Right now, the sophomore Abby Tiemann.
Cardinals are 4 out of 8 from the free throw line, so an opportunity here to push that lead back to 10 points with some made free throws.
Short on the first. Stolle. Guarded by Holman. Man-to-man defense. Almost a steal by Naylor. Shot off the mark there by LCC, and Tiemann chases it down. Hands it off to Naylor. Cardinals survived a possession. Now they have the ball in their hands with 2.5 and an 8-point lead. Almost a steal by Stolle. As Putoff will check in. She goes in for Brown, and that gives another ball handler to the Cardinals. But before that, we have an LCC full timeout with 2:27 to go on our First National Bank scoreboard. Cardinals up by 8. Be right back.
Dad, I think that this is the right choice.
Huh. It's not safe anymore, you all alone in the house.
Let the fun begin. Elmwood, a lifestyle for everyone. Schwiedemann Pharmacies began serving the people of Auglaize County in 1916 when Urban Schwiedemann purchased the building and business from J.H. Hoffman. The New Bremen location is one of the longest-running pharmacies in the country, with over 110 years of serving its patrons. Since then, 4 more stores have been added: Coldwater, St. Mary's, Minster, and Wapakoneta to round out the group. Our services include prescription refills, home medical equipment, nursing home services, customized compounded medication, vaccinations, and so much more.
Following the timeout, Bremen runs a play to Putoff. Off the glass. Too strong. Battle for the rebound goes to Stolle. She'll take it the whole way and in. Lead down to 6. The match is the closest they have been in the second half. Putoff in some trouble. And before that, before she got triple teamed, they will say Naylor got knocked down by a screen. So Kelly Naylor will go to the line to shoot the 1-and-1. Naylor with 8 points. Had a couple big threes there in the second quarter. Here with the 1-and-1. Big free throw.
It looks like the LCC boys basketball team has arrived. They had a game earlier against Defiance.
Naylor, clutch free throw. She's in double figures with 10. Lead down to 8. You felt the momentum surge was going the other way. Stolle tries another 3. Bergman with the rebound. Put off. An 8-point lead, under 2 now. Good job by Homan to catch it before Stolle stole it. Bergman to Tiemann. Naylor to put off. 1:33 to go. Now to Holman. Doing a good job of this possession. They've run off more than 30 seconds already here.
Excellent job. LCC, oh, there's a turnover. Right when we said that, Cardinals turn it over.
Now
it's only their 10th turnover of the night.
Not such a way you wanted the possession, but nonetheless,
wow,
that's 40
20.
seconds they took off. You always want to keep it and get to the foul line if nothing else, but LCC down by 8, 1:14 to go. They go to Stolle, to Koenig, who's had 10 points. She drives through the lane, rebound there by Moeller, and Moeller will go to the line with a chance to score with the clock stopped. Jess Moeller, a 5'5" sophomore. Not a lot of seniors here tonight. Only 3 for LCC, only 2 for New Bremen. Moeller. Nice arching free throw. Hits the bottom of the net. This one could make it a 2-possession game with 1:03 to go. In and out. Stolle comes up with a rebound. Gets a rebound again on her shot. Koenig tries to pass it back. It will stay with LCC with 55 seconds left. A 3-possession game at 7.
That was a great rebound by Madison Stolle. Not sure how she got that ball, but she did.
Moeller will be fouled. They will call the 5th foul on Macy Putoff.
Key ball handler, good overall player
good
in
defense.
The backcourt for the Cardinals. Did a great job the first half on Stolle.
Hannah Tankman will replace her. With 53 seconds left, we have Josie Moeller back on the line. She made 1 of 2 before, and Stolle got the rebound. Rolls in that one. They've been at 6 a few times here in the 4th quarter, but not any less. That's way short. Battle for the rebound, a jump ball, and it will stay with LCC. Cardinals just can't get this ball back. This is the 3rd possession here in a row. Six-point game, 50 seconds to go. They work it around, get it to Stolle, it goes too high. The turnover gives it to the Cardinals.
Big turnover for the T-Birds, 3rd of the quarter and 10 overall for them. Both teams have 10 turnovers so far.
Timeout by Coach Burden. Be a 30-second timeout. What I mentioned once again, we'll name a player of the game for New Bremen, sponsored by Speedway Lanes, which has been a very good team effort all the way around for the Cardinals. Now with 46 seconds left in a 6-point game, they just need to finish it out, Dave.
Yeah, they've got to put them away. They've had them on the ropes the entire game. They've had a nice lead. The opponent has made the run at them. Now it's time to finish them off. They've got a 6-point lead. Foul situation should be in their favor. So, you know, it's time to wrap this one up for the Cardinals at least. But I tell you what, Madison Stolle, she makes things happen. And she's quick. She moves well without the basketball. And she's a very aggressive player. And it'll be an interesting last 46 seconds.
18 fouls on LCC, so a foul would be the 1 and 1. They're able to get it to Naylor. She's able to dribble around and through the timeline. Tankman, they're just playing keep away right now, and Holman will go. She draws a foul on Stolle.
That's her fourth.
So Holman, the last 1-and-1 we'll see here tonight, as both teams will be in the double bonus after this. Holman, second team MAC.
Got 7 points on the night, and the Cardinals, boy, you score 7, that's pretty good because they have a very, very balanced attack. 7, 8, 9 scorers.
Big free throw there makes it a 3-possession game with 36 seconds left.
And the junior hit a front end of a 1-and-1. That's very good.
Second one's always a lot easier when you after the first one. In and out. Stolle with a basketball. Launch a three. Too strong. LCC with the rebound. A foul by New Bremen before the shot, but it doesn't matter. Still a 2-shot foul with 26 seconds left. LCC still hanging around.
Koenig will go to the free throw line. She hit her last 2 free throws, so.
Short on that one. Koenig with 10 points. I don't think any of the Bremen fans have breathed here the last 10 minutes or so. Now back to 6 again. Inbounding to Naylor. Again, breaks the pressure across the timeline. Knocked out of bounds with 20 seconds to go and a 6-point lead. Cardinals, unless they turn it over, that results in a layup the other way. They're looking pretty good. Naylor holds on to the ball, some nice dribbling. She's fouled before the pass, and Cardinal fans are starting to think, hey, maybe we have this. And if she can make one of two, it'll make it a 3-possession game, and it'll be awfully tough on the T-Birds. Naylor, iron on the first one. Leads the Cardinals with 10 points here tonight. Now with the second free throw. Emma Baumgartner in the game. For Moeller, all the players for New Bremen go back into the backcourt. All rooting on their teammate Naylor to hit this free throw. And she does. 7-point lead, 14 seconds. Stolle will drive, 3. Off the mark, rebound Bergman. The Cardinals will win and advance to district with a hard-fought win over a tenacious LCC team.
Yeah, they kept coming back, but Naylor got that free throw at the end that the Cardinals needed to make it a 7-point game, and Stolle's still looking for that first made 3-pointer, even though she finished with, she's going to finish with a nice game with 18 points or so.
Bergman hits or misses the free throw. New Bremen would advance against their arch rival Minster back on January 19th. They lost 49-18. I was at that game. New Bremen could not hit a shot. But they are a different team now than they were over a month ago. And they will advance to Wapakoneta. Stolle will launch the 3. The final score on your First National Bank scoreboard. The New Bremen Lady Cardinals advance to district. 44-37 on our First National Bank scoreboard. We'll come back. We'll see the net cutting ceremony, and we'll wrap it up with our statistics here on NKTelco Sports.
If you want to save 70% on your heating, cooling, and hot water costs, the answer is right under your feet. Let New Knoxville Supply install a water furnace geothermal system and use the natural temperature from the earth for a more constant temperature in your home. Also ask about our new Symphony Home Management System. Control temperatures, track energy usage, and receive safety alerts for everything, including your sump pump. All from anywhere, anytime. Now is the time to calculate your savings at newknoxvillesupply.com.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
At Minster Bank, we understand that life can get hectic. That's why when it comes to your banking, we offer the services that make your life simpler, with tools like person-to-person payments, Pop Money, mobile and online banking, and bill pay. But most of all, Minster Bank is a supportive member of your community, with personal relationships and customer service that reach outside of our branches. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
The Bremen Cardinals are sectional champions. As you see Amanda Brown cutting down the first strand of net. Start out with their seniors. Handed the fellow senior Brianna Arling the final score on our First National Bank scoreboard, 44-37. Cardinals played a solid game. It was 9-7 after the first quarter, and then a big second quarter as they outscored LCC 17-6 to make a 13-point lead at halftime. Maintained 11-point lead after 3, and the final score 44-37. Jane Holman, the only junior on this squad, only 2 seniors and a junior on this very young Lady Cardinals team. We'll hand it to Kelly Naylor. She will be our player of the game. Naylor with a nice night, had a big free throw at the end, a couple big threes, one they needed, I think, in the second quarter that opened things up.
Yeah, Kelly ended up with 11 points, but the second quarter there, she hit those 2 threes, came back, hit another key basket, and then, of course, here just a few minutes ago, hit the free throw that put it out of reach.
Plus, she at the end there, she was breaking the full court press almost single-handedly, so congratulations to Kelly on her player of the game. We'd like to thank Speedway Lanes for sponsoring that. And the Tankman as we start the parade of sophomores now, and a lot of sophomores on this roster. Tankman hands it off to Kayla Bergman. Bergman with a solid night of 9 points. As they returned to district last year, they got knocked out by Marion Local the year before they were at district. Now Abby Tiemann cutting her souvenir for this championship. A nice crowd here from New Bremen. Hands it to Molly Smith. Smith and Tiemann, not a lot of points off the bench, but did a solid job defensively and offensively. The deep bench for Coach Burden. Now Aaron Smith. A lot of happy New Bremen Cardinals. Well, they should be. They have now won 5 in a row. Lauren Cardonier. They will play New Bremen on Thursday at Wapakoneta, the second game. First game will be winners of Upper Soda Valley versus Crestview and Marion Local versus New Knoxville. We will have that game as well. Haven't heard the winners of that. Cardonier ahead to Marissa Top. We have 7 sophomores on this Cardinal team. Very young squad. But has gotten better as the season has gone on. 1-4 early. They were 3-5 at the New Year's. Shortly after that, they were 4-7, but have turned it around from there. Now the freshman, Macy Putoff, 7 points, was in a lot of foul trouble, did a great defensive job on Stolle in the first half. But made the big plays as needed. Number 23, Kara Berkey, her chance to cut the twines. Hannah Kramer, freshman. After that, we will have, I'm sure, some of the stat girls, managers, coaches, and probably end it with head coach Chris Burden. Team that was 4-7 and then won 4 of their next 6 games before a loss. And then the 5 straight here in a row. Dave, you got any numbers for us?
I sure do. Taking a look at the statistics for tonight's game. Cardinals 17 out of 42 from the field, 40%. 3-point range behind the arc. They were 3 out of 8 for 38%. At the line, 4 out of 14. That's just 29%, but they did hit the ones that they needed at the end of the game, so that's good for them as they move to 13-11 overall. LCC, it was just a tough night from the field all the way around. 12 out of 44 from the field, 27%, but 3-point range was only 2 out of 22 for 9%. And at the free throw line, they were 10 out of 20 for 50%. In the turnover category, the two teams each had 10 turnovers apiece. The board battle basically even. LCC had 31, Cardinals had 30. As far as individual scoring goes, the Cardinals, as one would anticipate, very balanced. And as you mentioned, our player of the game, Kelly Mailer, had 11 points, and she led the Cardinals and the only player in double figures, though Kayla Bergman had 9, Jane Holman had 8. Macy Putoff 7, Hannah Tinkman 4, Abby Tiemann had a point, and Amanda Brown had 4 points. For LCC, you know, the focus on Madison Stolle. Cardinals did a good job with her, especially in the first half. She finished close to her average with 18 points and tried to rally her team in that fourth quarter, where she scored 10 of her 18 points. Also, Samantha Koenig had 11 points to round out the leaders there for the T-Birds. So a nice win for the Cardinals. This is a happy moment for Coach Chris Burden. He's done a nice job with this squad. He's brought them right along, and here they are. They've won their last 5 games, and they get to play a team in their own backyard again.
Against Minster with nothing to lose. No expectation there, no pressure on them. On the other side, you have Minster with high hopes, high expectations, however you want to call it, fighting through some injury problems. They didn't play 2 of their starters tonight. Probably one of them won't. Breckerman probably won't be back. Westerbeck probably will be back, but I'm sure they want to do a much better showing than they did back in January, where they lost by over 30 points, and I'm sure they will.
Makes for an interesting matchup, that's for sure. There's some questions on Minster's part. They played well tonight. There's no doubt about that, and in their win here at Bath as well. But 2 starters out, and they have capable replacements, but the Cardinals are a little bit better. So all in all, it just makes for an interesting matchup.
And this isn't the NBA. This isn't a 7-game series. That's
right.
the beauty
of
the single elimination. The Cardinals only have to win 1 time. It's on a neutral court. I'm sure the intensity is always, the intensity will be pretty high between those 2 schools as they play any sport. And the Cardinals will be ready. I'm sure the Lady Wildcats will be ready as well. We saw the Coach Wiss and his coaching staff was here watching this game. Of course, they're very familiar with the Cardinals, and I'm sure they have thoughts already on what to do in a game plan. Now the scissors is handed off to assistant coach Chad Williams. The Stat girls have their chance at it.
Say we got to get Coach Burton up there. He's trying to make sure everybody's taken care of. So
yeah, he was coaching some of the Stat girls there. So Leanne top,